Raise your hands, those who have seen their life flash before their eyes. It can either be a dangerous situation or a situation of life and death. Raise your hands. Anyone? So everyone who raised their hands are wrong. I'm sorry. And everyone who didn't raise their hands are also wrong. I'm sorry. Contest chair, judges, audience. So why are you all wrong? The reason is we haven't seen our entire life flash before our eyes because we are still seeing it, each and every bit of it, every single day. Our lives are flashing before our eyes right now. Why? Because we are living it. From the day you wake up in the morning, to the very time you go to sleep, each night, your life is flashing before your eyes. So friends, life is a strange thing. Many speakers come to this stage and they speak about life. They bring up examples like Nelson Mandela and his fight against the anti-apartheid. They bring about examples from the life of Gandhi and his struggle in India. They bring about examples of Amelia Earhart and various, many others more. But I'm not going to do that today. And nor am I going to speak about an example from my life. Now, why is that? The biggest reason, ladies and gentlemen, is we do not know a single person in that entire list of people I mentioned just now today. Why? How many of us here know Gandhi's middle name? How many of us here know what color Nelson Mandela liked? How many of us here know what dress Amelia Earhart liked to wear? None. Well, there might be a small percentage who's really good at general knowledge, but then again, we'll consider the majority. So today, I'm going to use the most powerful example of all. I'm going to use each and every one of you. And to do this, I will introduce two concepts. The first concept is this pedestal here. Yes, I know, it's a bench. It's actually a broken chair, but for the purposes of this speech, it is a pedestal. Now, everyone has a pedestal in their lives. There are two states, on top of the pedestal and at the bottom. When you are on top of the pedestal, you are successful, you are happy, you achieve, and when you are at the bottom, you are unsuccessful, you're unhappy, and you've lost something. So let's just say for a moment that right now I'm on top of my pedestal. So it's here, ladies and gentlemen, that I introduce to you concept number 2, whereas the first concept was the pedestal. Concept number 2 is called Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law, yes, given by a famous technician called Murphy, states that everything that can go wrong will go wrong. So out of the many thousands of things that can happen to me while I'm on my pedestal, one of those things that can go wrong is that I fall down. So according to Murphy's Law, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. So in life, we see that every time you get on that pedestal, you fall down again. I'll prove it to you. Close your eyes right now and think of all the bad things that could happen to you right now. Do it. Just do it. Now, 9 times out of 10, those bad things that you thought of will happen at some point in time. Your parents will pass away someday. You will have to quit or lose your job someday. You will fail at some point in your endeavors someday. So thus we prove Murphy's law by our pedestal. So what's the point of climbing that pedestal in the first place? What's the point of falling in love if you know that you're going to lose your loved ones in the first place? The point is, ladies and gentlemen, again in Murphy's law, if anything that can go wrong will go wrong, then anything that can't go wrong won't go wrong. So what is the thing out of the million things in your life that you can assure won't go wrong? That one thing is you. You can assure that you are the one thing in life that won't go wrong. Founder of the great philosophy of Buddhism, the Gautama Buddha said, oneself is one's own protector. And it is indeed that oneself who makes one's own destiny. So no matter how many times you fall off that pedestal, you can assure yourself that the one thing that can't go wrong is you. So the next time you fall off that pedestal, you think, maybe you lost a loved one. Get back on that pedestal and live your life in honor of the people you love. So you lose a job, you fall off the pedestal. Get a better job and live your life with the happiness of knowing that you've gotten a better life. So you are afraid to fall in love because you are afraid of losing that loved one. Get back on that pedestal. So the next time someone asks you, why do you fall off your pedestal? Reply to them, so that I can get back up again. So I ask you, ladies and gentlemen, why do we fall? I repeat, why do we fall? Answer me. I can't hear you. Answer me. To get back up again. Over to you.